Hi, this is Kunal from Nodal, and one of the key things that challenges that we're trying to solve is around accounting. Now, when you're running a property business, you're receiving cash flows. So you have your bookings coming in, you've got F&B, you've got all of these things, and usually that resides in some sort of a property management system, which you would then have to integrate or you would have to connect to a accounting system, and that isn't always quite easy. Now, for example, if you have a booking and they were supposed to pay you, that's an invoice receivable, accounts receivable, but they didn't turn up, which is a bad debt. But you created an invoice, however, you never got the cash, and you have to reverse the entry. Now, those kind of things are pretty hard, and it's all right if you have a small business, but as you scale up, you're running multiple properties, it's very hard to know what's gone bad, if there's been a cancellation, if there's accounts receivable, and a lot of these things are hard to account for. Now, that's why and I'll just show you a very simple example of how it works with the nodal system. So let's say you've got these multiple bookings. You could have received them from Airbnb, any of the other sources, or you could have had walk-ins, or you could have even be a longer term, let's say a monthly booking, and they all go into your PMS system here, and you've got the booking details. Now, suppose one of the clients here, suppose they checked in and then they made a payment, and that payment was made from some online source. Now, the timing of the booking being made and the timing of the cash flow might be slightly different, the time that you receive the cash flow. And they may stay with you, so they book through a OTAs of where they've the payment would come from there, and suppose they've bought some F&B which they need to account for. So if you would see that there is there is so many ways that this can actually go wrong. You may not account for the OTA booking properly. The payment may not be made, or what is the payment received. So there are multiple variables, and one of the key things that our clients asked for was that, can we actually see a cash flow statement? We know that invoicing isn't perfect, but how do we account for the cash? So is there a cash flow cycle for each stay? And which is exactly what we did. So Nodal also has an accounting system built in on top of the booking systems. Everything goes into, you can also, you can use QuickBooks or Tally, but it has a native accounting system where, just switch over, reduce the amount of data. You've got, all of these, there's a P&L, which is on the invoicing that you have, and F&B, of course, is easy. And then there is a cash flow statement, which is predominantly, payments received. So when were you, the timing of the payment, so booking, prepayment, payment at check-in, lump sum after check-in, after payout, as well as it also accounts for refunds. So if there's been booking cancellation, refunds. So you can actually see your entire cash flow statement, and you can click through and see each of the invoices here. When was the payment received, and if there was cancellations, why did that cancellation happen? So yeah, this one. So let's say this booking got cancelled, and then there was a refund which is issued. Similarly, so all the cash flows, so the cash flow accounting runs separate from the invoicing system, and that's really helpful. So that's one of the key things that we have in Nodal. And of course, you can, all your invoices and expenses, you can just download them over Excel and upload them into external system. There is also a cash flow system. As I mentioned, you can change the date. Let's say you can see, for all the properties, these are just dummy test properties. The total cash flow in, the cash flow out. I mean, I don't have a lot of cash out entries, but you could also add expenses here very easily. Yeah, so that's it from my side. And please hop on to nodal.direct and sign up to your free property management system. Let us know if there's any feedback. Thank you.